Check. Check. Oh, did I take? Yeah. Okay. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We got to put this show together. There's been like nothing going on this week. Other than the Mike Tyson fight, there's been like no news. All the news is just about freaking Trump again. But nothing interesting has happened. Nothing interesting has happened. Actually, there's some little interesting stories. But what do we got? Like, what do we got to talk about tomorrow? You want out? I know you don't like the cigarettes. Here, let me let the dog out. I said out, so he thinks we're going on a walk. We just went on a walk like 10 minutes ago. I'm not going on another walk. Echo. The heck go, Echo. You need to let go. Hola. Hola, yon. Hola, yon. Hola, yon. You know any interesting news stories this week that I know I got some little stuff for rapid fire. It's Trans Awareness Week, and they're making sure that we're aware. Um, Hold on, I need my notebook. I need my notebook. I'm running out of pen. My pen is running out of ink. What the heck? You know, I've never made it through one of these pens. I love these pens. This is what is this? A Pilot G something. I broke the I broke the back off it, so I don't know. It's a G37 or G33 or something like that. I never made it through one of these pens to where it runs out of ink. I found some that were all already almost out of ink, and I've used them, and they ran out of ink. I've never had one that I bought make it all the way to the end, and I think this one's gonna make it. It's gonna be the first in my life. These pens are great, great pens, great pens. Some say the best pens. 11, 18. Let's see. Is this the last show before Thanksgiving? No, there's one more. Right? When's Thanksgiving? Do we do Thanksgiving show tomorrow? Let me check the calendar. I have been watching the dumpster fire that is Dragon Age. Watching the dumpster fire that is Dragon Age? Is it an NPC doing a push up for not using they them pronouns? So cringe. Dragon Age is a video game, though, isn't it? Would they make a show out of it? I heard that there's a lot of that stuff being pushed in that new Dragon Age game. Gosh, there's like nothing. It's all about Trump. I go to breaking news. It's just Trump, 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 Trump. I kind of want to take a. I guess we'll go over more what the next Trump presidency could mean for U.S. education. No, I don't want to do a whole hour on Trump again. I'm just gonna go over his new appointments. Hold on, I'm checking the calendar. Let me see. I think this is the last Monday before Thanksgiving. Maybe not. No, it's not. So next week will be the Thanksgiving show. That means this week an update on Trump's appointees, who he's appointed so far. There's some interesting ones. Trump appointees, Gates, G, and then that's all I got for the main story news. Let's go to Google News. Sometimes they have interesting stuff on there. Google News. How do I? Google News headlines. Google News. Oh yeah, I saw this. Well, I guess we'll talk about this. Biden has one final talk with Ukraine. Lets them fire long range missile. Zelensky says will not end. This New York Times, they're not going to let me. Paul Tyson, ring girl Sydney Thomas steals the fight spotlight on social media. She was not hot. She just had some big gajungas. Fox puts a picture of her face. Nobody cared about. There you go. That's a better picture. None of these ring girls are as hot as the UFC ring girls. Yeah, I got that. I got that, John. I got that for rapid fire. The whoopee thing. Oh, there was another story. Did you see this show coming out called Wicked? I guess it's like a Wizard Oz story. I don't want to ruin it. But we might spoil it since there's only two people here. I heard that InfoWars. I heard that somebody bought InfoWars. Who was it? Babylon B. Was it Babylon B? No. It was something like that. It was like some funny site bought InfoWars. I don't know if I saved that though. That's a good one. We could, but see, this is all like little rapid. Like, there's no big stories this week. Been a slow week in the news. Onion, Onion was it Onion? They bought Infowars. Anyway, so we just I'm bouncing around. No, the Onion, but the judge reversed it. So it's not happening. That sucks. The Wicked, they made toys for that Wicked show, and they all got recalled. They had to get taken off the shelves at like Walmart and Target and everywhere. And you know why? because the website on the toys was sending kids to another Wicked website. There's a porn studio called Wicked, and the website on the toys was sending people to that website. So they had to recall all the toys. They printed the porn site's website address so that it says if you want to see stuff about the movie, go to this website, and it takes them to it takes little kids to a porn site. Do you think that's an accident? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think these Hollywood demons do stuff like that on purpose. NVIDIA AI chips overheating in service. Huh. Okay, hold on. Let's do rapid fire first because there's a lot of little stories. What we got here? Whoopi Goldberg claims bakery refused her service. Based bakery. I hope it's the same bakery that wouldn't make the gay cake. um. Okay, let's get some real. First, I gotta delete all my old bookmark folders. Let's get rid of this one. Get rid of this one. I'm gonna put the exit polls in my past research folder for the election. I guess for the end of the. Oh my god, I have too many folders. Which one is it? Election day right here. Put this in here. Delete that folder. Put the gender affirming care. Should have done the gender affirming care stuff this week because this is Trans Awareness Week. We'll save this. New folder. Reels and file. Save. That. I love this guy, this comedian, Quinn Dale. He's pretty funny. At least in his shorts, he's funny. I don't know if his.
I would never use the N word.
I don't know if his full show is great, but he's funny. Look him up, Quinn Dale. Grandmaster's Secrets. We can delete this. This is funny. Throw this one in there. Throw this one in there.
If
All right, all right, all right. Has anybody watched this new Tucker Carlson documentary? Google News, why are you not giving me the cool stories you usually give me? giving me all. I don't want this. I want here. Let me just look on my phone. If you go on your phone and you just open Google and you scroll, you usually get some interesting news stories. Look, rare Triassic fossil discovered may rewrite the history of dinosaurs. Bro, did they find a dinosaur with a dang hammer next to it? Mm, Resident Evil 1, 2, 3. What is this? I don't want to talk about the Jake Paul stuff, Mike Tyson stuff. We've covered that thoroughly. Scientists discover immortal marine creature that can time travel. Bullshit. New Chinese humanoid robot shows off its strength by lifting 35 pounds per hand. I can lift 35 pounds in each hand. I'm not impressed. I would think a robot could do a lot more than that. Let's see what this about. Dog-sized reptile named Guanwanax Periacensis Triassic. Mm, this is boring. The evolution of dinosaurs. Nope, this story's lame. They're lying. They don't know it was 237 million years ago. Hola, Amanda. Amanda, where you been? We could do a death to the patriarchy bit in the show tomorrow. Death to the patriarchy. JS makes the first woman mod in history. But here's the deal: if CSAL ever comes back, I don't know where she's been. If she ever comes back, she's gonna be pissed. She's gonna be like, "What? You made Amanda a mod before you made me a mod?" If CSAL comes back and she says that she'll stick around regularly, I gotta make her a mod too. And this is what happens: we open the floodgates, and then all the women. But here's the deal: I saw what you were saying in another chat, Amanda, and I don't care. It's fine if you don't like certain people, but you don't get to just block people because you don't like them. Just so you know, I wouldn't know she has me blocked. I know she probably. This is why. This is why I don't think women should be mods because they get too in their feelings about other women in the chat. I seen beef between all you ladies, Cat, freaking. I would never, Josh. Seasal, Amanda, Rome. Y'all are like little fighting cats. You're like, it's so funny. All right, Amanda. Will you be here tomorrow night? We'll do a death to the patriarchy bit. Let's see. We don't have a lot of news for the main segment, so we got to figure out. I've never done a long breakdown on the history of feminism. I'm not gonna do it tomorrow. I think we're gonna do some Bible thumping tomorrow. We're gonna talk about Jacob and Esau. Jacob and Esau, the brothers' feud. Basically, wait. So I guess I would be Esau, and Ben would be like Jacob. No, I don't know, because I'm older. Jacob and Esau is weird. Why Jacob seems like the a-hole, but he's like the hero of the story, but he's kind of a douche to his brother. But yet he becomes the father of Israel, and then Esau becomes like the father of the Edomites, which are like the bad guys. When really Esau seems like the nice brother, like the based one. He gets screwed over every 2 seconds. And he didn't even do nothing wrong. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. I'm gonna have to refresh my memory and read it after work. After work, I'll read it and highlight some important passages. Federal prisons blocking faith groups from helping offenders overcome criminal past. I did see something about that, and I did not save it, so that'll be good. I might listen to this. This is only a minute long. Where's the full length? All the President's Men. This is a documentary. Okay, wait. So we got
Hey, baby, you want some dinner?
That depends. What are my options?
Yes or fucking no?
That
Nah, we're not gonna put that one in there. It's only like 5 seconds long. Philly DA sends election day warning. That's old. Yeah, this is cool. I like this video. This is a feel good video. Put this in there. All right, then we get Whoopi. Where's Whoopi at? What up, Whoopi? I haven't even read this story. I'll just first reaction it tomorrow. The Daily Dot. The Daily Dot. What? So those wicked. Wow. So those wicked dolls that were pulled off the shelf are now selling on eBay for hundreds of dollars. See, if I knew about this, I would have grabbed them all up and bought them. That's crazy. You know who's buying those? Those weird pervs. Notifications. His mom is the villain. What dolls? The we're gonna talk about it tomorrow. I don't want to spoil too much of it, but some dolls for the new movie Wicked, they had the wrong website on the box. Instead of sending people to the Wicked movie website, they sent them to the Wicked porn studios. And they're dolls for little kids, for little girls. And the website on the box was sending them to a porn site. Daily Dot. Is this website going to let me read the story without? Discontinued. Shouldn't it be off the shelf? Erroneously links to adult porn site. Yeah, I'll save this. Okay. What'd you say? um, Infowars. But the onion is parody, isn't it? So was this even real or was this a joke? This article looks like a joke. The problem is finding websites that I can read without paying for a subscription. Like I can't do I think Washington Post, New York Times. 3.5 million? That's way too low. Yeah, see, even Alex Jones is saying this was fake. I don't know. I don't. This might be like a troll. Epic trolling. There's a lot of story to this here. This could actually be part of the main story news. This involves Elon. This involves multiple buyers. This involves. You look just like the dude from Yellowstone. You've told me that. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. Yeah, that's what I'm reading. That I don't know. I think it's kind of a nothing burger. I'm gonna put it in rapid fire. Um, I need one more like big story. The big story is the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight this week, but I don't want to. We've done that all week. I'm over it. Hey, Daddy Jub, you see all three of our boys won it last night. Oliveira, Bo Nickel, and John Jones. Did he drop the gloves after? I couldn't watch it because I was trying to watch it at work and it was skipping. It was buffering so bad on every stream site. I couldn't see anything. You never seen me and Luke Grimes in the same room? Coincidence? I think not. What's up, Nessio? Long time no see. He looks more like Mike Zunri. I don't know who that is either. Maybe I'm secretly all of those guys at the same time. And I'm rich, bitch. Hmm. Let's see what I have in my other folder. Mobile bookmarks. Proposition 36. Oh, yeah, we'll do this in main story. I forgot Trans Awareness Week. Weird cess stuff. So I want to show you guys what kind of weirdness is going on. I don't know. It's going to be a laid back show tomorrow. There's just not a whole lot of news going on. Oh, this is a cool story for rapid fire. Utah is trying to be one of the leading nuclear energy places in the world. Some local news for Utah. Okay, so let's go backwards through the week. Let's delete this. I don't need this anymore. Oh yeah, Fuentes. The Fuentes story. I forgot that. Yeah, we gotta put that in there. I just learned the other day from Asmongold, nonetheless, that under God was added to the Pledge of Allegiance in 1954 due to McCarthyism. They didn't want commies infiltrating America, so they added under God to the pledge. I did not know that. I think it was written in 1820. I don't know exactly. Check text, brother. I haven't made the scooter video yet because it's been very cold and rainy and snowy and nasty outside. Oh shoot, my KindMaster subscription came out of my account today. Madre said, "Me and you get cash value of Ben's Christmas gift, which was a couch and a TV." Oh, should I not have read that out loud? For Christmas. Well, I hope he got a very expensive couch and a TV. How much was that couch and that TV? Hope it wasn't no IKEA couch and no dang Walmart TV. I hope she got him dang Ashley Furniture sofa set and freaking 80-inch 4K smart TV with 3D VR capabilities. You wanted Stipe to win? Wow, so you picked them all wrong this week. What are you, crazy? Who'd Paul Craig fight? Bo or Oliveira? This is a big get for the boys. Yeah, I shouldn't have read that out loud, but whoops. I thought you were sending me like a link to something. Yeah, I don't know who Mike Kuzney is anyway. Yeah, once we have a nice sunny day. But last week I wanted to record it after I streamed, and I streamed way too late both nights. But then when I went outside, it was like snowing. I don't want to ride it. I'll ride it in the snow for a little bit, but I'm trying to like ride it till the battery runs out. Plus, it's fine because that means I get some time to use it regularly and really get a feel for the positives and the negatives of it. Okay, we got to do this. Let's get this done. Um, okay, Trump appointments update. We'll start with this new folder. We're gonna do Daddy Jub, the show that I watch every Friday night, the debate panel where you can win $100. I can never join because it's always on a Friday. So I told the guy, I was like, "You better be doing this the Friday after Christmas because I'm gonna be in Florida, so I'm gonna be able to join." So I'm gonna bring my laptop, and Friday night we're gonna tag team VK. We're gonna tag team him. We're gonna body him. And yeah, I do work tonight. Last night of the week. I've been sick all week. It's been a long week. Finally, finally getting better. Yeah, I'm gonna need all of my chat to show up that night and vote for us. Vote for me and Daddy Jub. He's probably not even gonna participate, but he might be sitting there. Or I might have to go in another room because he might get annoyed if he's watching something. Okay, I should have a bookmark of all the new Trump appointees. See the list of Trump cabinet picks. This is a crazy headline. Well, it's not surprising. Election denialism emerges on the left. Shocker. We got a mini KKK rally, or not KKK, but neo-Nazi rally in Ohio. Okay. Biden allows Ukraine to strike Russia. This is New York Times. They won't let me read the article, but Biden lets Ukraine. Yeah, there we go. Do that. Done. Axios? Is Axios gonna? Axios articles are free. I don't want to give you my email. What? Come on, Axios. You gonna do this to me? I try not to just be biased and just go to Fox, but a lot of these websites won't let me read their stuff. Okay. This one, and then where's the one? Zelensky. Biden has authorized Ukraine to use long-range missiles. I am Zelensky. I have never worn a suit in my entire life. I do not own a suit. Ah. Transgender Day of Remembrance. Nobody forgot about you. I was thinking I wanted to try to infiltrate this Discord, but I tried to just join it and they're like vetting people. You have to go down to the Utah Pride Center. You have to like be a member there, get your name on a list, and then they give you like a special code. I wanted to try to infiltrate the Transgender Awareness Week in Utah. They're doing, I'll talk about it tomorrow, but children's Discord meetup to talk about trans issues. They're not doing it in public anymore because here in Utah, even though it's a blue city, it's a red state. And even though the Mormons are getting more liberal, for the most part, it's a more conservative state. So when they do these things, people don't like it, and they show up. Like I would show up. Um, I know, man. They got all kinds of days and months and weeks, and it's wild. Even Fox, I don't agree with all the time. They're just better than the rest. Yeah, they've gone kind of more left too. So anyway, so they're doing the children stuff on Discord now. And I was like, I know how to work Discord. Let me get in there. Those kids need to hear a man speak. Well, I'd get kicked out so quick. That would be so funny though. I would keep it clean for the kids, but hopefully their parents will be watching with them. Also, if I make you a mod, Amanda, we're not doing the thing where we share the link of everybody that comes in the chat or everybody that comes on the Discord. We're only sharing links if I say, "Hey, Amanda, can you grab that person's link and share it?" Because some people, I don't want to share their links because I don't really support or care what they're doing. But like John and Mayhem, Mr. Mad, Buff, there's a couple others. We'll share their links out. No problem with that. All right, this is gonna be a really slim pickings on the news this week. Trump cabinet pick updates, Biden Ukraine long range missile attack, Transgender Awareness Week. That's the main stuff. Reels and rapid fire. We got a couple of little stories. I need to find on X the video of Fuentes pepper spraying that chick. It's so funny that Hunter Avalon was talking about this and he's like, good, he deserves it. He deserves it. So, Hunter, you agree with doxing and then stalking someone and then going to their front door to harass them? You agree with that? And you don't agree with somebody defending their property when a crazy person shows up at their door? You don't agree with that? Huh. It's interesting. How do you you spell his name? Here's the video. No, that's just a picture. I want the video. Here it is. Cool, we got the video. And then this one. This is our far right update. We're doing a far right update. Today, checking in on the far right. You watched Trump last night watching UFC with Elon? Yeah, they had the whole gang there. They had RFK, Tulsi, Elon, Trump, Kid Rock, Dana sitting on the front row. And it was so funny the way before the election when Trump and Joe Rogan were having a little bit of a beef and Trump was like and Joe kept saying, "No, I'm not having Trump on. I don't want to affect the election. I'm not having Trump on. I don't want to affect the election." And whenever Trump would show up, Joe would just kind of sit there. But then last night when Trump walked in, all the announcers, everybody was on their feet. They played a montage of Trump on the screen. The whole crowd was on their feet. There was like 3 songs. Trump's walkout was bigger than any UFC fighter's walkout. And he went up to the announcer table and they're like hugging him. They take their headsets off. They're shaking his hand. They're hugging him. They're talking. They're laughing. It was interesting. Trump said, he's like, I'll be there. And I'll either be very happy or very upset, depending on whether I win or I lose. What do you want for Christmas, Daddy Jib? I'll have to go shopping when I get down there. I'll have to buy you something because I never get anybody presents, but I should have a little extra money. So here's what I don't get about gift giving. If I get you a $50 gift and you give me a $50 gift, what's the point? It zeroes out. Like, why didn't I just buy myself something for $50 and you buy yourself something for $50 and we call it gifts? Gift giving only matters if the other person doesn't give you a gift. That's my theory. That's why I think for Christmas, I should be the only one who gets gifts. Yeah, Jelly Roll was there too. Aiden Ross was there. Ugh. Um, it's the thought that counts. Right around, what's it called? Right before Christmas. Almost, but what? There's been 2 back-to-back shootings in Salt Lake City. Two overnight shootings at the Salt Lake Police Center. 30-year-old man took the gun from the 26-year-old and shot him. Several people were arguing when the 26-year-old man pulled out a gun and shot a 38-year-old man. The argument reportedly continued, and a 30-year-old man took the gun from the 26-year-old and shot him. The 26-year-old died at the scene. Then 18 minutes later, there was another shooting. Triplex where the individuals live. Where was this? It doesn't. It says a triplex where the individuals lived. 800 South Park Street. Where is that? Is that in South Park Street? I don't know where that is. 800 South. 8th South. Where's Park Street? I live on 6 South, so that's 2 blocks that way. Where's Park Street? It's either Sugar House or it's. Nah, it's probably down there by Maine. That's a pretty little ghetto area. I'm not gonna cover that story. Biden says no one can reverse his climate agenda. There's a lot of stuff about this. We gotta save the Amazon. Save the Amazon. McDonald's announces new value meal. Are we gonna get a dollar menu back under Trump economy? Let's go. It's allocating $35 million for a marketing campaign promoting a new chicken nuggets value meal. 10-piece nugget for $1? Bro, this is Trump's economy. It's still garbage. Those chicken nuggets are not even I don't even know what they're made out of, but they are delicious. Not quite nutritious, maybe a little bit suspicious. What do they say is going wrong with the Amazon? Biden's done a bunch of climate change stuff to protect the Amazon rainforest. Um, and Trump wants to stop putting money into crap like that. And Biden's saying that Trump's not going to be able to. He's going to make sure it can't be reversed somehow. I don't know. Little do they know that all the rainforests in the world are man-made. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. You like conspiracy theories? Look into that one. I think we've talked about it before. Every rainforest is man-made. It's true. It's true. Because people gravitate to where water is. And then people till the soil around the water and they plant vegetation and they chase all the animals out. And then eventually it grows into a forest and then the people leave. And so the forest takes over and now you have a rainforest. Rainforests are man-made theory. Oh, I put man-made and it's giving me mermaid. Man, M-A-D-E. The idea is that the idea that rainforests are man-made is not a widely accepted scientific theory. While indigenous people have significantly shaped rainforest ecosystems through practices like selective farming and tree management over millennia, the vast majority of main rainforest formation is attributed to natural, geological, and climate factors, not deliberate human intervention. That's what Google says. But we know Google's not going to tell us the truth. Just the fact that they acknowledge what I just said, that's exactly what I just said. Just the fact that they acknowledge it means I'm probably right. Look, they even contradict themselves. So, misconception of untouched wilderness. The notion of a pristine, untouched rainforest is often inaccurate, as human activity has been shaping these environments for a long time, even if not on a large scale. So, you just said that the rainforest is not man made due to selective farming and tree management and gravitating towards natural bodies of water. So, the rainforests develop around the natural bodies of water, like the Nile River, the Amazon River. We say the opposite in the Nile River. They deforested and overpopulated, and now it's like desert out there. But like in the Amazon, so but then they debunk themselves and they say untouched rainforest theory is false. The rainforest is like that because of human interaction. See? Rainforests are man made. Fact. Now we need man to come in and protect the rainforest, even though man made the rainforest. Isn't that crazy? If it wasn't for people, you wouldn't have a rainforest. Now we want to keep people out of the rainforest. What the? Also, who are you protecting it from? The indigenous people that live there and benefit off of the rainforest? They think it's like Ferngully. Like all these evil loggers are just going down to Amazon to chop down the rainforest. I don't believe that. It's just a way for us to waste money, probably launder money. It's probably a big scam, just like recycling. Recycling's not real. When you put your plastic into the separate trash can, it just goes to a different plastic landfill. They ship it over to the plastic bottle island in China or Puerto Rico. Garbage islands are a real thing. There's an island off the coast of China that is just a plastic island. That's what your recycling does. That's what, when you're recycling, you're just helping build a Chinese plastic island. It's not real. And people pay for it. They think they're doing something good for the environment. You're not. You know how much carbon those ships put out into the ozone to get your plastic over to China Bottle Island? Lots. At least in America, if you put it in a regular trash can, it goes to our landfill and we manage our trash better than China and Puerto Rico do. So I'm putting my plastic in the regular trash can. We'll recycle it. We'll make more bottles out of it. They just make an island out of it. And one day, there's going to be plastic bottle island dwellers. There's going to be the indigenous nation of Plastic Bottle Island, and they're going to be savages. Then there's going to be a war with Plastic Bottle Island and China, and America is going to have to come and save Plastic Bottle Island indigenous people. And then we're going to end up dropping a nuke on Plastic Bottle Island. Isn't it true when large numbers of ships are at sea, the surface temperature shows a noteworthy decrease in temperature? Damn, climate catch 22. Numbers of ships at the sea. So you're saying the ships are cooling the water, but the carbon from the ships are heating the water? So it's like, do you want more ships to cool the water, but then the more ships that are cooling the water are also heating the water? Man, it's almost like this is all just a bunch of bullshit. It's almost like the rainforest, the bottle islands, the ships, the carbon footprint. It's almost like it's all a bunch of nonsense. Are they really an island of garbage? Well, Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico's not an island made out of garbage, but they have a big garbage problem. They have too much garbage and not enough places to put it. They don't have a whole ton of excess land like America does. But the bottle island in China is real. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. Chinese floating bottle island. Island made of plastic bottles. Richard Soa's island of. So this guy made his own plastic bottle island in America. How plastic bottles buoy a floating restaurant in Uganda. Entrepreneur builds floating island from plastic waste. See, there's a lot of examples of it. Google's not showing me China Bottle Island though.
The island is made from recycled materials. It's got about 150,000 plastic bottles underneath it.
So basically what you're saying is you threw all your trash in the ocean and made an island and you call it recycling. I guess that's one way to recycle.
My name's Richard Sova. I was a carpenter basically for about 13 years. And then I got interested in the ecology and I just love experimenting and building things out of recycled materials. This is something I made, a solar cooker. It just reflects the light and slowly cooks a wonderful cake. That's been cooking for 1 year.
That does not look like a wonderful cake.
Ooh, it's good. I can fly.
That cake looked horrible. that cake did not look delicious at all.
So this is a little bottle boat. It's got about 1,000 plastic bottles in it. And it's amazing because you never need to bail it out. And if it broke into even 10 pieces, every piece will float.
Yeah, that's called litter. My boat is made out of trash, and if my boat falls apart, everything just floats. That's called litter. That's called trash.
But the coolest thing I ever made was my island floating on plastic bottles. It's got about 150,000 plastic bottles underneath it. So it's kind of solid, a little bit squidgy in places. It's a nice flexible floating surface like a big raft. Then a house on top of that as well, and trees are growing. Works great.
Yeah, so you just collected a bunch of trash and put it in the freaking water. What is the...
I started this island here in Mexico 6.5 years ago and registered as an ecological boat with the maritime officials. So the whole surface of the island is made from recycled materials. Like the old pallets here, I get a bag of bottles and I just tie them on and just cover that. Turn it over onto the water, make another one and tie the pallets together. And then I cover it with sand. And then I plant, this is a baby mangrove. So all of this started from tiny little mangroves. So the roots of the mangroves go through here and weave through it all and make the island completely strong.
It is pretty cool, I'll be honest. It's just kind of funny that like it's basically just litter in the water.
Underneath corals and sea life grows. Most countries in the world don't recycle, and the population is expanding so fast. And in this way, in many parts of the world, we can create more land, which gives oxygen back. Now, this is a bag of trash that's not going to float very well. And I make raised beds all on the trash that doesn't float. So here now we've got a ginger plant, a tequila plant, agave, the hibiscus flower. It's tropical lettuce.
Hibiscus.
I'm becoming slowly self-sufficient on the island.
Hibiscus is delicious. Okay, enough of that. Reels rapid fire. Okay. Now we just need Jacob and Esau stuff, which I need to. We're gonna talk Jacob and Esau and Jacob's ladder. Whoopee mess at bakery. Wicked porn dolls and far right report. And then Jacob and Esau. Slash Jacob's ladder. Jacob's ladder is a cool one, especially since I've talked about the staircases in the woods before. Jacob's ladder is kind of like a staircase in the woods story. If anybody is in here who wasn't there last Halloween, not this past Halloween, but the Halloween before last Halloween, we talked about the staircases in the woods. People report finding strange staircases in the woods that lead to nothing, just random staircases in the woods. And there's stories on Reddit of like forest rangers. There's a story about two of them. One of them goes up the staircase and he just freezes and stands there. So the other forest ranger knocks him off because he won't move. Once he gets off the stairs, he shakes his head. He was only up there for like 5 minutes, but he said it felt like 5 years. It felt like he was in another world. Um, the idea is that these are like either trick staircases into hell, like, or staircases to heaven or something like that, or another dimension or something like that. But it's probably fake. The actual explanation is that the staircase is usually the strongest part of a structure. So if a house burns down or becomes dilapidated and falls apart and everything decays, the staircase will be the last thing standing. So the explanation for these mysterious staircases in the woods in national forests and stuff um, is that it's just the last part of the house that's standing, and that's why it's there. But if you want to get conspiratorial with it, you could tie it into the missing 411. All the kids that go missing in the national parks could have something to do with the staircases in the woods. Jacob and Esau and Jacob's ladder. So I'm gonna have to read the verses. Let me write down what verses it is. Esau. Let's bookmark this, make a new folder. Save. Wikipedia. Save. Genesis 25. Israel and Palestine. Israel and Palestine. Israel and Edom. Jacob and Esau. Ooh. Ooh. Jacob is the bigger older brother. No, Esau is the bigger older brother. That doesn't make sense. Palestine is smaller and weaker than Israel. But Jacob, so if we're metaphorically tying Palestine and Israel to Jacob and Esau, there that would imply that Palestine is older, but since Israel was given the birthright, Israel became stronger. But one day Esau comes back and is forgiven. Jacob and Esau verses. Okay. This is 25. Genesis 25. I'll just read all of Genesis 25. 29 through 34. Esau's name was later changed to Edom. 24 through 34. There's some other verses too. Top Bible verses about Esau in Scripture. No, there's more than just this. Romans 9:13. So we can get a little New Testament and Old Testament. Hebrews 12:16, Hebrews 11:20. Let's save this. But there's more about, it's more than just Genesis 25. There's Jacob and Esau. See Genesis 33. And since this is not that long of a story, 27 to 34, Genesis 27. 27, 1 through 28. 27, 1 through 28. Genesis 28, 1 through 5. 3, that's 4. And then Jacob's ladder. So tomorrow's Jacob Day. Jacob's ladder. What verse? What verse? What verse? 28, 10 through 19. That will be a short little end to it. 28, 10 through 19. It's funny. I've heard people ask, is there any comedy in the Bible? There is. Esau's name is a joke. Apparently, Esau was born covered in red hair, and the name Esau means hairy boy. So they named their kid Hairy Boy because he looked hairy. I think that's funny. I think that's funny as all get out. The other funny story is the talking donkey, which I think is probably where we get the term jackass from. But the well, actually, it doesn't really apply because the donkey was wiser than the owner of the donkey. Is the point of the story. So the jackass is actually smarter than the. Have you still been going to that one church? Not since my truck broke down. I've been. There's a church right down the street. It's like a Protestant church. Um, and I've been wanting to go check that one out. There's also a 7 Day Adventist church like right around the corner from me. Like when I walk Echo every morning, we walk by it. It's like literally just right around the corner. Um, and it's like a black 7 Day Adventist church. Because I looked at their website because I was like, what kind of church is that? I could go to that church. That would be easy. It's so close. Um, and it didn't say on the outside, so I looked up the name of the church online, and they're a 7 Day Adventist church, and there's pictures of like the congregation during a service, and it's all like African people, like African immigrants, like 7 Day Adventist African church. What happened to your car? The brakes are out. I'm gonna get them fixed here eventually, either with Christmas money or with my tax return. I'll get it fixed. I have to find a mobile mechanic because if it's just brakes pads and calipers and rotors, I can fix all that. But the problem is, it may be more than that. It could be a leak in a it could be a leak in a brake cable, or it could be my anti-lock brake system went out, which is really expensive to fix. And I don't know how to check for all that, so I need a mobile mechanic to come tell me what's wrong with it and then give me a quote. But I don't want to just buy new pads and then put them on and then find out that it's something different. So we need to get a quote. Need to have somebody check it, see what's wrong with it, get a quote. If it's just pads and calipers, I can fix that. Um, but if it's you have a guy that could fix all that, yeah, the mechanic I called said the anti-lock brake system is really expensive though. So if that's the problem, then I don't know. I don't even know if it like I don't know what really expensive is, but if it's more than $1,000, then it's not even worth it. Like the truck's Probably not even worth $1,000. Well, truck's probably worth like $1,500, but I'm not putting $1,000 into it. If there's a line leak, Harbor Freight sells a flaring kit for $20, which allows you to replace brake lines. Yeah. I'm not super mechanically inclined, and I really don't have time to dilly dally with all that, so I'd rather just pay somebody for it. If I had more time on my hands, I'm sure I could figure it out and work on it and do all that, but I don't have the time. It's hard when you work all night. It's like I'm tired all the time, and yeah. It's way different working all night compared to working all day. Like if I was working 40 hours a week during the day, no big deal. And I consider streaming work to me because uh so if you count streaming, I'm working like 60-hour weeks because it's something I would like to one day do instead of working. Um oh yeah, I'm thinking about, so usually when I get home from work, I try to go to the gym after work for like an hour, maybe 2 hours at the most. So I get home by like 9, and then I usually eat, and then I watch a movie while I lay in bed and fall asleep. But I've been watching too many movies, and a lot of these movies suck. And I would rather read. I would like to be reading, or streaming, or making videos, or editing videos, or streaming, or something, or reading. So I was thinking, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday every week, doing morning reading morning readings with JS, where I just sit. It'd be a boring stream, but for like an hour in the mornings on those 4 days before I go to bed, after work in the gym, get on here and just read out loud for an hour. We would have to read stuff that copyrights have expired on, but like that's a big selection of stuff. We could read. I have The Art of War. I was thinking we could read The Art of War. We could read any old book. I can't read like Stephen King or something like that, but any old stuff. Um, right now I'm trying to get through the Quran, and I don't know if people want me to read that, but that's what I'm reading right now. But basically, just in the mornings, have some. Well, I wouldn't drink coffee because I don't want to drink coffee before I go to sleep. But just sit and read for a little while. Some like probably be boring, but I don't care. It's double use of my time. I'm reading and also streaming. It's like two birds with one stone. Hopefully, Dean. Hopefully. Okay, Jacob's Ladder. I'll read all this in the morning. And then tonight, while I'm at work, I'll listen to some breakdowns of Jacob and Esau and Jacob's Ladder. You'd love if I read what? The Quran or The Art of War? We could do both. I just know a lot of the Christians would be like, "Why are you reading the Quran? Why are you reading that on your channel? Why are you promoting that?" It's like, bruh, we're just trying to be informed. But I have had The Art of War for a long time and I haven't read it yet. So, and it's a good one because it's just a bunch of little like little phrases and expressions and quotes. So I could read that on the stream, and then if there's interesting ones, we could talk about it, um, and my thoughts on it. And then when I stop reading and put it down, if people miss like one stream, it won't really matter because it's not like a continual story. Same thing with like religious texts and stuff like that. Like anybody, you could come in on Tuesday and watch, and then miss Wednesday, and then come back in on Thursday, and it's not like you really missed anything. Whereas if I was reading, something like Crime and Punishment on stream, if you miss a day, you're gonna miss a chunk of the story. Yeah, maybe we could do that. I'm not gonna start the Quran over again though. I just got to the fourth book of it, so maybe we'll start that. Maybe we'll start that on Wednesday. The fourth book of the Quran is all about Quran 4 is all about women and how you deal with your wife and your women. And it's pretty I have like notes and stuff that I'm taking, and I have notes that like one of my notes says this is BS because it talks about in the Quran 4 like 2 I think talks about polygamy and multiple wives. And then then there's a star or whatever, and then you go down to the bottom of the page and there's like a editorial, somebody writing about what it means, and it's totally the opposite of what it says. Like they're just straight up lying. It's like the Quran was the first religion to do away with polygamy. But you can have four wives if you can afford to take care of them. Like, wait, what? Wait, you just said that you were the first religion to do away with it's like that's just a blatant lie. It's like a fact check from Snopes where they're like, fact check, false, but here's why it's true. Fact check, false. Islam did away with polygamy. But you could have four wives if you could afford to pay for them. That don't make no sense. That don't make any sense at all. What are you talking about? Is it online to read? Probably. I'm sure you anything I was looking into this today about is it copyright to read books on your stream, to read like a whole book out loud. And anything written um so like religious texts and old philosophy books are all fine. Anything written after 1978, I think, the copyright stays until 70 years after the author dies, and then it becomes public record. But so like yeah, like the Art of War, you can read it for free. It's public. Um, Crime and Punishment, philosophy, like so when I'm at work, I've been listening to Plato's Republic. I've been listening to Crime and Punishment. You can find full audiobooks of those on YouTube, and it's not copyright because it's so old. Once it gets to a certain age, it becomes public fair use or whatever. And so yeah, you could probably read it online, or like my Quran, I went to a website and I gave them my name and my address, and they sent me one for free. So yeah, you can read it without paying for it. But yeah, there's a lot of old books that you can find the audiobooks on YouTube, or you could read the book online if it's older than a certain date, because it's all public record now. And I could read it on YouTube and be fine. But if I read like a Stephen King book, they could hit me with copyright. Yeah, I forget the website. Is this guy named James? I forget his name. No, Dean. James Dean? No. I don't know. There's this guy that did a debate with Owen. Um, I suck with names. Big Bear, the bear guy, Owen Benjamin. He did an interview with this Muslim guy, and the Muslim guy gave his website, and he's like, "If you want a free copy of the Quran, go to this website." And I went there and I ordered it, and like a week later, it showed up at my door. So I'm sure if you just Google "how do I get a free Quran," you can probably find the website. Most religious books are like that. Like you can get a free copy of the Book of Mormon sent to you. You can get a free copy of the Bible. You can get a free copy of the Quran. I wonder if I can get like a Bhagavad Gita, or like an Egyptian Book of the Dead sent to me for free. Probably not, because they don't have big organizations that are trying to spread their stuff. I know I have an Egyptian Book of the Dead in my Amazon wish list, and it's like $30. I'll try to find that. Yeah, if you let me see. Here, I'll go look. I'll go see. Al Kwan Foundation in service of Korea. Clear Quran. So Clear Quran at bookofsigns.org, or www.bookofsigns.org. Book of Signs, Clear Quran. If you just Google some things like that, or just Google free Quran delivery, you can probably get one. I was given a Book of Mormon. Yeah, usually the missionaries will have an extra one if they come by, or if you ever see them out. Sometimes they don't have any extra ones on them, but it's not real hard to get a free Bible or a free Quran or a free Book of Mormon. I like free stuff. If it's free, it's for me. Okay, I gotta go to work, guys. Let me send you over to Easy. Easy says he's gonna do a 48 hours. Easy's crazy, dude. He's been saying he was gonna do a 24-hour stream for a minute, and then I did a 24-hour stream, and now he's saying he's gonna do a 48-hour stream. I don't know if he's gonna make it that long. If he falls asleep, he's disqualified. But we'll send you over there. He's doing a marathon. I'm sure he'll make it 24 hours, but I don't think he's gonna make it no 48 hours. Tell him I said that. I'll send you over to his channel. Say what up. from the Urbanites. Where is it? Right here. But you guys have a good night. Tell them shout out from the JS raid. Say JS doesn't think you're going to make it 48 hours. But and I'll be in the chat over there. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be tomorrow night, Dreaded Conservative Show. I'm going to do some Bible thumping. It's been a minute, so should be fun. But see you later.